lie because I forgot. This is still Black History Month, and I owe two more favors. And I had an email that I forgot to address this last uh, uh, Kojic slave. You know I'm a man of my word. I got to do this for subscribers. I got to. Hey, I got to keep it real. I got to keep it real. So I was just wondering how, what kind of examples that. I did a little more digging on you, Bishop Nebos, down in the Yo. Didn't you have a brother that was an apostolic bishop before you even became a bishop in the PAW or something like that? You had a brother that was a supplicant. You had a brother that was a supplicant bishop in the apostolic church, didn't you, Neville? Well, I just want to let you know I'm a man of my word. It's Black History Month, and I just think it's kind of odd that the oldest bishop in the state of Ohio disowns his own son that's named after him. And then the Church of God in Christ turns around and gives him a Lifetime Achievement Award. This Black History Month, you can't make this shit up. How is it that you the oldest bishop in Ohio, you don't go by no rules of the national church, you remain the state evangelist president, even as the state bishop, up until maybe a couple of years ago. You've been the region man, national region man over Region 8 ever since I was in my late 20s. And then you disown your own son. And I just got through watching the videotape of your son's installation over a cathedral. And I think it's kind of odd that each person you've helped in your jurisdiction was a nobody, and you wouldn't even put your own son in the church. But as I rewound the tape on the video, I told you just watched it. I saw you almost being forced to pray and hug your own son in a congratulatory kind of way. Ain't that crazy? I ain't worried about it. I ain't even gonna go 7 minutes tonight. I just wanted to do that because it's still Black History Month. I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to give you that insight on really how the Church of God in Christ works. So you got Emmett Sr. in his pocket, and he don't even realize that when he closes his eyes, no matter if Tyrone Humphreys is auxiliary or not, that jurisdiction going to be over with. Check one. Then the next thing is, then you got the son that's in the pocket of the presiding bishop. He terrified of Drew Shear. He's going to kiss up to everybody he can kiss up to. Hopefully he get a good record deal, make a couple $1 million, get the church out of debt so he can buy the church probably from Church of God in Christ. And that'll give him, a platform to stand on, to prove to his dad that he can do what his dad didn't really want him to do. Because most men that have control issues like Emmett Sr., you know what kind of men those are? Insecure. It is what it is. It's insecurity. The boldest person you got over there that got any kind of balls, and she got a straight vagina, and that's my cutie pie missionary, state mama, Barbara Jackson. Excuse me, Barbara Jackson, for using profanity mixed with your name. That's how much respect I have for you. But your leader, honey, I don't understand it. But I thought I'd give you a clip of him preaching in his workers' meeting, and then I thought I would, I'm going to post that picture of him on the post. Look for that in about 5-10 minutes of Emmett Neville Sr. holding a Lifetime Achievement Award. And then when I looked real close at the picture, it's one of Sheard's boys, old man Sheard. I think Galbraith gave him that award out of California. I think he was the chairman of the board of bishops there for a little while out of Northern California. And I remember when he was just a superintendent. I remember I got a videotape. I got a VHS tape of Galbraith when he was leading praise and worship as an administrative assistant in Northern California. And that's the one that gave Emmett Neville Sr. the Lifetime Achievement Award. That's the crooked shit I be talking about in the Church of God in Christ. Now, his name is Emmett Sr. He disowns his own son that's named after him. I lost a son, so that offended me. So you disown your own son. Don't forget, I was there when the split came after Warren Miller died. Your jurisdiction is Ohio Central West. You chose the name of Ohio West because you didn't want to be connected and looked at the same as David Herron. See, I know. I was there when F.E. Perry was punking y'all on the pulpit, telling y'all want to be bishop so bad, give me your money. And y'all was digging y'all's pockets so damn deep. Only one wasn't nervous. I'm going to give you credit where it's due. Was David Herron. David knew he didn't have nothing to worry about. Hey, how you doing? David knew he didn't have nothing to worry about. David was sitting there cool as a fan in the breeze, baby. Emmett Neville, they get that old man back in that back room. They said that man was raising all kind of hell, cussing folk out. And now, what I don't understand, this is Black History Month. You have the largest Black Pentecostal movement in the world. You got 5 bishops in Ohio for no reason. All of them are gatekeepers. And then you sit back and wonder why folks don't go to church. Well, my hat's off to you. There's going to be a nightmare on Elm Street, and that's down there in the Yo. Down there in the Yo, Emmett Sr., God bless your heart. And I told you I wasn't going to go past 7 minutes, so if you logged in a little too late. I'm coming back tonight on some music tip. But I wanted to address this. I got one more I need to address because Black History Month will be over in 2 days. And I'm addressing every Tom, every gatekeeping Black conglomerate in this state. And I want to make sure that it's known. If you keep up with the trends of my lives and my shorts, you'll notice before I go live, I'll send out certain songs, just subliminal messages on who I'm about to talk about for the evening. And I haven't been on live for a little while because I've been getting some things prioritized with my transition here. So I just want you to know that Church of God in Christ, yeah, y'all marching on, but y'all marching straight to hell. That's where y'all going. I'm just telling you facts. And another thing I wanted to address too, this ain't got to do with the church. And I know Boosie a little weird, in my opinion. I like some of his music, but Boosie, you sitting there talking about Kodak Black. You got a whole grown ass man that's been in prison since he was 15 years old because of you, and now you all of a sudden want to be so holy and you want to start judging folk all because Kodak Black put you on blast. I want to address that. I don't think that's right, Boosie. You had that boy out as your hit man. This Black History Month, I'm addressing all you goddamn gatekeeping Black. I don't give a damn who you are. Y'all talk about all this Black shit, and y'all do get out Gizmo. You mess with my situation, man. Get Gizmo. Well, you famous. Daddy don't care. Go ahead. Just stand there. You're in my way, though. You're my way. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Daddy. Love you for that. Thank you, Daddy. Love you. Thank you. You like my attention. But anyway, Boosie, you should be ashamed of yourself. What you should have done, and y'all be hating on Charleston White. Charleston White had a history of helping Black folks, and y'all clowned him in his face. So you'll glorify Boosie. Get out, boy. You'll glorify Boosie having that little 15-year-old boy go around killing people, paying him $2,000 a pop, and that boy doing life. But you want to talk about Kodak Black. Kodak is Haitian. Their digestive system and stuff is different than what we do. They can do some strong-ass dope and won't even phase them like it'll phase us. As high as Kodak Black be, he ought to be OD'ing, but that motherfucker got plenty of money, putting out good music. Whether you like it or not, his method, he got people that's riding for him. I'll tell you that. So I ain't down with the black on black shit and the hypocrisy, especially in the church. Nah, I'm not for that. One thing about me, I'm a realist, and I call it like I see it. If it's a dog, it's a dog. And if you got a dog, you're going to eventually have fleas and or ticks. And I don't deal with them kind of people. So, hey, like I said, I don't fool with the beehive. and Beyonce, but I'll tell you what, me, myself, and I is my theme of 2026. When you got a whole bunch of people in the circle, creates you problems. Because guess what? The person that's in your circle, they got a circle too. I used to always tell men when I was under dispensation in the Blue Lodge, I used to tell the men in my lodge, don't have circles, have triangles. That keeps it to a minimum of 3. And that way, when you're having conversation where it's personal or professional, you know where the information is leaking from. You got a whole bunch of folk around you. You don't know all them people. And like I told you, in the last short I did about an hour ago, the late G.E. Patterson made a comment in a message, and he said, people don't really care about you. People only care about what you are and what you do for them at the moment. Because as long as you shining, you giving somebody else some security. Whether it's a job, opportunity, whatever it is, you're going to, hey, it is what it is. We need more men to speak up, especially men of color, and quit being gatekeepers letting all this bullshit go to, slide through. It ain't cool. No, it ain't cool. But I'm the one that's going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. So I may be back later on tonight. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 8. I ain't got my watch on. It's almost 8 o'clock. No, it's almost 10 o'clock. That battery went on my clock. Y'all need to wake up, man. I'm telling you, this is serious business. Serious business. You got people out here doing all kind of weird shit. And we award all this weird shit, let that shit slide through. Then the truth tellers come through, whether it's male, female, that make no difference. People don't like the truth. Yeah, when do we come to a point in the United States where we have a president that gets and make? We ain't gonna get into that. This is not America. It's not. This is a new. It's almost like the song by Curtis Mayfield, A New World Order. It's the new America. You break the law, that's normal, that's cool. You challenge the law, you challenge the norm, you challenge the status quo, that's a crime. That's backwards. Hey, I appreciate that. I went 7 minutes over. Apologize. Thank you for the time that you shared with me. Thank you for the young person or middle-aged person, older person, whoever the production person is that spoke. I appreciate you. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to try to keep it alive and tell you the truth. Because, one thing about me, the truth will set you free. And if you keep quiet, the world going to get worse. You got to speak the fuck up. And this information you getting, guess what? It's free. You ain't even got to pay for a subscription. You ain't even got to pay to subscribe. It's free. And you get to watch me have a little shots of whiskey here and there. All free. No entertainment. Entertainment's in the shorts. But you see right here, this live. You're getting it real. And you're getting it unfiltered. But Emmett Neville's, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Look on the post. I'm going to log out. I'm going to post this old man holding this Lifetime Achievement Award and disown his own damn son. Look out for it. I'm posting in a minute. Thank you. Hey, love, peace, hair grease. I ain't got no hair. I shaved my hair last night. And this one's for you. Stick with the truth. Does the body good.